Hello everybody, Ian Robson, welcome back to an episode of County Line. Here we are working away on this field here, and from what I can tell, it looks like we progressed into the first days of summer, and the grass is fully grown in this field specifically. So we're gonna see how this works out. Now the funny thing is, I also put the mod in fill mass adjustment, so I'll be curious to see how it affects, let's say, doing this particular activity, if at all. I'm sure it will. I'm just curious as to how much. So some of the grass is fully grown, some of it isn't fully grown. So depending on which field we go on, will dictate which fields, which ones are ready to go, which ones are not. I think if this one's good to go, well, this one would have been good to go if had I not cut already. The other field that is right by the main farm would have been the same thing, if we hadn't cut it. And the field number 7 for the BGA isn't ready yet. So, alright, there we go. So, what this fill type mass adjustment mod does basically is, ooh, that's a slower start. Basically, kind of makes it so it adjusts so it actually simulates how heavy it actually is, which is the whole idea behind it. So, I just thought I'd try it out. Beavis pointed me in the right direction, and I decided to give it a go and see how it works and see if I notice a big difference or not. Now there may be more to it than just activating the mod, for all I know, but as far as I can tell, it's all it is so far. And they'll I guess if you try to use a smaller tractor doing a task that it's not supposed to do, that's when you start. I guess that's when you really notice it, I suppose. That's my guess, at least. So. Anyways, we need to give our cows a little bit of grass here. And hopefully they will be happy, because they have 0, oh, actually they don't really have more than 0. Let's just quickly hop over here and see what they're like. Okay, they're kind of at 0. So, we'll take this full load and drop it off on the cows. And what I'll do is send this guy on his way. And I'll send this guy on his way. And let's just save real quick, because developer version of Courseplay will cause your game to crash, of course. And this one's just me driving, of course. There we go. So there's not too much left, so what I'll do is I'll just finish these last 4 passes here, and then I'll just leave the rest of the field, I should say, for the time being, so that we can have an actual full yield's worth. Although I could cut field 7 now, I'm thinking to wait one more day, because I suspect that they will probably that field will probably we'll get a better yield because of it, basically. So we will see. We will see. Now, the next thing we need to do, of course, is everything's starting to grow now, and nothing will really be ready until, you know, maybe the end of spring, end of summer, early fall. Because of course we have lots of winter wheat we planted. We planted some winter wheat, winter barley, and we also planted some. What else did we plant? Something else. Oats maybe, and rye. So we have a few things that are going to be ready sometime in the summer, which would be good. There we go. It's funny how much easier it is for me to do this sort of maneuvering than it is for Courseplay. They always want to take like a 1.5 mile turn all the time. Alright, there we go. It's taking a bit more to get started here now. As it gets filled up more and more, you can see it kind of slows down just a little bit there. Now, of course, like I said, we could store grass in the a hayloft. Excuse me, in a hayloft, which would work only for the summer. Which is originally the reason why I put corn as one of the things you could feed cows, but for whatever reason that's not functioning the way I want it to anymore. At least on this map. I don't know why, but this map it's like, okay, well, we don't want to work anymore, so we're just gonna stop here and let you deal with this sort of thing. So, anyways, 63% now. So we got what, 2 more passes to go. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to finish all of this now. Looking at how it's turned out. Liquid transport's done. Excellent. And the cows should have enough water now. They do indeed. They still need grass. Oh, it's actually, I seem to be noticing it a little bit there. As you get started up, it takes a little bit longer. So what's going to happen probably is when you're going down the hills with the fill type mass adjustment, you'll definitely notice the same thing as well. It'll take a lot longer to slow down, which is more in line with real life, of course. Now, apparently, if you use this in conjunction with the more realistic mod, it's really nice to play. And the gearbox mod, I'm not a huge fan of the gearbox mod. I find it more cumbersome in the video game than it is in real life. That's the reason why I'm not so jazzed about it. The idea is really neat, though. Don't get me wrong, but I just find it's like, I'm good. Alright, last pass here. There we go. And let's get this one here. That's that. Can stop this. And oh, there's no TMR. Ah, well. Just draft now anyways. What's it out of this time? Straw. Oh, we can fix that actually. Can I get to that straw? I have to move the truck too. Okay. There we go. Just leave the truck here for the time being because I don't think we need anything else. There we go. Nice. Now, we actually have a telehandler at work, but I haven't driven it yet. It doesn't really fall into my wheelhouse, which is one of the reasons why I haven't driven it. I'm sure I could if I asked. Just to see what it's like. It would be interesting, actually. Oh, that looks so... Oh, what is it? Why? Huh. I'm surprised I was able to pick up that many. I don't know if this little guy would be able to hold all this, but that works better than I expected, actually. Of course, this is from the straw add-on. Yeah, that works really well. Let's go ahead and put this over here in our TMR mixer. There we go. Then I'll be able to work again. I think it's Z to unlock them. Yes, it is. Now the funny thing is, if you look carefully, when I locked onto them, it showed me 24,000 liters, and then when I put them in the mixer, it still showed 24,000 liters until I unlocked them, which is an interesting little side note. All right, here we go. Let's get the last pass here. Hopefully we should have enough capacity for this last pass. I would think, at least. There we go. Like I said, I'll top up the cows and then use the rest in the vertical silo there. I could bail this up, I suppose, but with a seasons mod, it doesn't last very long. I think it lasts a couple days and that's it. Oh, of course, we're gonna fill up before we finish this, aren't we? That windmill. There's 100%. That's not too bad, actually. Alright. So far, you definitely notice the difference with the starting and the stopping is where you seem to notice the biggest differences. So I mean, like, when you put your foot down, it's like, oh, it's not moving as fast as it could be moving. And vice versa. Slowing down as well. Well, it's not too bad, actually. Now, apparently this also increases the chance of things tipping over when you take too fast turns. Well, which makes sense, really. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how my driving reacts to this field type mass adjustment. Maybe it'll be bad, I don't know. Alright, let's open up the gates real quick here. There we go. Hop back into our tractor here. And let's drop this off over here. How much are they going to need? I have no idea. Maybe a lot. I don't know. 20,000 liters. It's not terrible, I suppose. There we go. Good. Alright. Next order of business. Like I said, we could mow a couple fields. Because there are a couple fields that are kind of, well, we could mow a couple fields, but I don't know. They're not 100% ready yet. So I think we're going to hold off on that for the time being. And I'm going to do a little test here. One of the things people ask me every now and then is, can you put, if you put grass in this hayloft, does it stay or does it rot away? I'm pretty sure it'll stay, but hey, let's test it out. Where am I here? I need the hayloft. Not any hayloft, the Stevie hayloft. Here we are. Let's put this, let's say right, let's do it on the inside over, maybe not here. No, that's going to be in the way. If we put it there, can I swing around? Let's just take a look. Well, that should be okay if I put it there. That's going to be in the way. That's going to be in the way. I could do it on this side, actually. Oh, I hate when that happens. No, that comes, that's in the way for when it leaves. So how about right there? And let's sell the other one, because I don't know if you noticed, but I actually bought one of those, an extra one. Somehow. Yeah, sell that one. Sometimes when you double click, it'll happen. Alright, so let's put this grass in there. We're just going to do a little test with it, see if what happens with it. Because theoretically it should be fine, but yeah, stranger things have happened. It seems to cramp up that area a little bit. If I move it back just a smidgen more. Shop, placeables. There. Now it's not completely in the way. I may have to drive right up or back up to it like this, I suppose, though. Now the cool thing about the Stevie hayloft is it holds 800,000 liters and it holds grass too. perhaps a little cheaty, but there we go. That's that. Excellent. Now, I think we're okay to progress time. Nothing else is really going on right now. VGA hasn't been fired up yet because we don't have any grass or anything in there. Let's go down to this guy right here and go take a look at this field right here. And progress time. There we go. And of course, this feature right here is from the. This is from Seasons, of course. Some people thought that was with time acceleration mod. It's not. It's with Seasons. Okay. Now are the cows reproducing as well? Next animal in 16 hours. So we have 114 now, which is good. And that grass looks like it's not quite ready yet still. Unless the computer is still doing things. This is day 2. So the person mentioned that it would be probably in the first couple days of summer. First cut in real life. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, well, let's go for this. Well, for wool, that's great. Be great if we had some wool or sunflowers. Alright, here's day 2. Go for morning again. Apparently there's some chatter about maybe adding weeds to Seasons mod as well. I don't know if that's actually going to be done, but there's a little bit of chatter about it. So we'll be very curious to see if that actually indeed happens. Alright, it's doing its thing. So this would be what is it, early spring still? Or early spring, early summer? What am I saying? Let's just move this one off the field. Because that does not leave me in the field anymore. Neither does the mower, really. Alright. Looks like we may need to go one more day to get this full cycle. Or get it to the stage I want it to be at least. Which is okay. Let's come over here, put this over in the shed over here, and then go from there. What shed should I put it? I guess I'll put it just in this one over here. Good. Good. Let's get this guy off the field too. Alright, so I'm going to take this one down to field 7 again. Because that's where we want it to be anyways. Turn left up here. Goes through here. Now the funny thing is, last time I was zipping around the map, I managed to, let's just save the game thinking about that. I managed to freeze the game, so let's be careful about that. Alright, right, then left. There we go. Alright, let's head over to their field there and progress time maybe one more day and see what's what. Yeah. Yep. Series 600 has finished grain transport. That means it's finished giving TMR. But if I were to go back, I probably could make it do it again now. All this progressing of time. Never helps. There's our... Oh, that's not ours. There's our sugar beets. Not ready yet. There we go. Up to field 7. There we go. Here's our corn. There's our cultivator apparently just left there. I'm bad for that. Sometimes I'll be really good at not doing that, and sometimes I'll be really bad at it, so. Okay. Perfect. And give the cows a little bit of feed here. Because they need some of that. There should be some more there now. Not much, but there's some more there. That's fine, it'll come back around. And let's move this out of the way, because I think it's going to be in the way. Yeah. You know, folks, I think what I'll do is we'll progress time, and then we'll come back next episode, and then we will probably do a silage harvest here, and we'll get this field done and put it into the bunker. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Anyways, folks, my name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more County Line. I'll catch you guys later.